We're looking at the interactive maps, and more specifically the haplogroup pair maps. We'll be looking at two different pages today. The top haplogroup pairs either by dominance or with something called either or combinations. The first set of maps is going to show the top haplogroup pairs by dominance, which means that all the countries that are coded with the same color here have the same top two haplogroups and in the same order. And for instance, if you take a look at the haplogroup pair for Canada and Australia in the table below, you'll see that they're both coded 21, and that corresponds to the same combination of haplogroups. The following maps are the same data presented with in each of the regions for greater clarity. You can take a look here and see how Asia, for instance, these countries here have the same haplogroups in the same order. This country here, along with some of these countries here, have the same pair of haplogroups. And just make sure that you, for colors that are similar, that you don't just look at the color, look at the color at the coding number as well. Here you see that Vietnam is a 0, which is not the same as the 7 in Iran, and which is not the same as the 5 in Cambodia. These are all different combinations, although the color coding is similar. It's difficult to get that many different colors on a map. So just double check with the code numbers as well as the colors. In most cases, the colors will be enough, but in some regions, it's more complicated. So here you have the table showing the coding. You can see we were looking at some of these. See, I think we're looking at a 7 and 0. Here, this will give you the combination that those numbers correspond to, and you can see what the dominant haplogroups are, as well as the percentage of each. So, for instance, here we're looking at Eritrea. That's the combination is EJ with 49% E and 31% J, and the combination of the two is 79%. Now, the second set of maps in this category of haplogroup pairs shows the top two pairs in any order. So, in other words, if a country is R and then J, or J and then R, those two countries will appear with the same color coding. This is a demo version, which requires that this box be closed from time to time. Once you just click this close button, that will disappear for a certain amount of time and will reappear after a while. But here we see, for instance, that the United States and Brazil, as well as many of these countries here in West Africa and even Southern Africa, are color coded the same way. If you highlight the country, it will give you the name in this map. But what you can do is take a look at the country on the table here, and you'll see what the combination of haplogroups is. We were looking at Brazil, and let's try to find Brazil on the table here. Or the United States, for that matter. Okay, seems to have disappeared here. Here we are. USA is a combination of RE with 53R and 16% E, and Brazil is also RE. But as I said earlier, this will also show with the same color countries that have the ER combination, which is the case in many of the Western African countries. So any combination of E and R will show up as the same color coding. This is just another way of looking at the major haplogroup dominance, and the relationship between countries sharing the same pair of haplogroups.